Hi, and welcome to Clappia. In this video, we'll see how you can connect your Clappia apps with Office 365 so that all your submissions automatically sync to Excel Online. This way, you can track and analyze your app data directly in your OneDrive account without manually exporting or copying it. Let me take a simple example. In my Clappia dashboard, I already have some apps created. I'll use this Employee MIS app as an example. Let me open it and head over to the Submissions tab. As you can see, this app already has some employee records in it. What I want is to have a copy of all this data in an Excel online sheet so that it's easy to work with outside of Clappia as well. To set this up, go to Design App. Over here, you can see all the fields I've added for this app. Go to Configuration and select Office 365. On the right panel, enable this option. Then sign in to your account. Since I've already connected my Office 365 account earlier, it directly signs me in. But if this is your first time, a pop-up window will appear asking you to sign in and allow Clappia access. Once you do that, your account will be connected. Now that it's connected for me, I'll click on this link, Show Office 365 Sheet. A new Excel sheet gets created in my OneDrive. Here you can see all the submissions from my app. Every record has been synced. From now on, whenever a new submission is made in the app, it'll automatically get added to this sheet. If you have added a camera image and files block to your app so that your users can upload images, that will also be captured over here in the form of a URL. Now let's test out this integration. I'll go back to my workplace, go to App Home, and make a quick submission. If I now check the Submissions tab, the new record is there. And if I open my Office 365 sheet, you can see the same record has been added here as well. Now, what happens if you disconnect the connection? If I disable the integration and then make a submission, let's say I make another one while it's disconnected, the submission will appear as per usual in the Submissions tab, but this submission will not appear in the sheet. But if I re-enable the integration later, all the submissions that were made while it was disconnected will also show up here in the sheet, so you don't lose any data. So let me just re-enable the connection. I'll go back to the configuration and enable this option. Do note that if you disconnect and re-enable the connection, you will have to sign back to your account, but it just takes a few seconds. Now that it's connected, I'll go back to the sheet and you can see it has refreshed to include the new submission. Another important point, if you remove a submission from Clappia, the same change will reflect in the sheet. For example, let's say I archive these two submissions that I just made. If I go back to the sheet, you can see it's gone. If I bring back the submissions, it'll reappear in the sheet. So I'll just restore these two submissions. You can also delete archived submissions permanently, going back to the sheet, and the two submissions appear. However, if you permanently delete a submission in Clappia, it will of course not appear in the sheet anymore. So make sure you only delete submissions permanently if you're absolutely sure you don't need them in your Excel sheet. Lastly, if you don't get the pop-up to sign into your account when you first try to set this up, you can check in your browser settings if pop-ups are enabled. And if that doesn't work, then clear out its cache and cookies. Wait a while and then retry. So that's how the Office 365 integration works. It's great for those who are used to working on Excel sheets and can use it for further purposes like analysis, reporting, or any other work you might normally do in Excel. If you have any questions while setting this up or on any other feature in Clappia, you can raise a support request by clicking on this button over here. You can select this option. Our AI support is trained on all of Clappia's material to give you a tailored solution. Or reach out to Clappia's solution and support team and we'll get in touch. Thank you.